Hello all, great to welcome you here listening to me in this recording. My name is Marcia and I decided to make this recording because there is so much confusion in this time frame on Earth. And because of the confusion, there is a lot of distraction, and because of that, a lot of people are directed in areas where the transmutations are not being found, but people are allow themselves to place into a waiting mode over and over and over again. What's happening on Earth in this time frame? People who have source self-awareness but are not able, because they have not the competence to apply this in the here and now, they are looking outside themselves for explanations again. One of the reasons for that is because they do not receive a true source connection to their source self-awareness. And because they do not receive that connection, they start looking outside themselves again for explanations. And one of the explanations which is given to people now is that there is a new Earth in another universe waiting for them. And they will be transplanted to that new Earth when they are already here. You see? And dolphins are leaving this Earth because they are already here. The truth is, the dolphins are poisoned in our waters. That's why they are dying. They are not transplanted to another Earth, a new Earth. But of course, it feels like kind of happy message because there is a new Earth waiting for people. So when you are done with this Earth, because there is so many overlays, so many harm is done to people and Earth itself and animals, etc., etc. People are done with it. And now they hear an explanation that when they are already here, a new Earth is waiting for them. Yeah, they have to do some inner work, and it's about being a good human. And when you have all done that, you are ready and the new earth is waiting for you. Now you are waiting for the split because you deserve it. When you are ready, the whole world is waiting now for the split to be transplanted to another planet within another universe. They can leave this fake earth, the holographic thing. But it's not about that, people. In 2010, I wrote an article in Dutch, and later I have translated it into English, and I want to read that article for you. And I hope you will recognize within your essence that the new earth is already here. It's here on this planet, this Mother Earth planet. It's not another physical place. The article is called Perceiving and Living the New Earth. Perceiving and living the new earth. It's my observation that if you accept your responsibility for a fulfilled, happy life, no longer searching outside yourself, you will naturally co-create the highest that's possible for yourself, humanity and Mother Earth, as within, so without. Chaos within manifests chaos outside. A fulfilled human being manifests in co-creation a fulfilled world. You are a strong, clear, and pure, transformative force for the greater good if you co-create from universal love. You will naturally make more and more lighter, life-giving choices on your life path, and this has a healing effect on the world around you. But it doesn't mean that there is no chaos in the world anymore. So you yourself will perceive the chaos also. It means that you do not create more chaos in your own world anymore, and that you let go of the chaos outside of you, especially in your personal connections, relationships, partnerships, restrictive and burdening money systems as much as possible, and that you protect yourself against chaos from outside. So it can mean also that you set your boundaries straight and leave relations which are unhealthy. Once you connect from your soul's power to the other and to the otherness, you yourself don't create any more chaos in your own world. This way you co-create as an aware, awake human the new living together. That is a natural consequence of growing in being aware, present. But you can only do this with other aware, awake humans. Do you get it? You can only do this from a true soul's connection. So when there are no other awake humans in the world or in your world, you cannot co-create the new living together. And the trap is that you start looking outside yourself again for explanations. That's a huge trap. And harvesting your soul energy. The evolution of Mother Earth and humanity has arrived at the point that we are granted and are able to live life in her full awareness. We may and can accept our birthright again in ourselves. The new Earth. The new original Earth. We live in the natural world in which all are supported. Poverty and other societal issues are of an old, deconstructing, constructed paradigm, which is dying. We are the bridge to the new, the original, natural world in which all are invited. No one is excluded nor left behind. All are included in the organic world. The new world is not a place. The movement to the new earth is the transition, but this is not an outer movement. This movement is an inner one. You are moving inner. Perceiving the new earth is a choice from your inner self. You can only experience the new earth when you decide that you want to perceive her, and you no longer let yourself be distracted by illusions, which doesn't mean that in you there are no illusions anymore. Do you let yourself be touched by the resonance of the new earth? The new earth life. The new earth life is another realization based on an inner choice. It can be quite sobering to live the new earth. Here, all the stories and illusions are seen through and they ask to be released. Nothing to hold on to anymore. Once you live the new earth, then in yourself, everything will come to the light that withholds yourself to live and let life live, to let flow. Your soul path, your experiences in this life, and if this appeals to you, past lives can lead to all kinds of limited beliefs, thinking patterns, ideas, assumptions, and concepts, and behavioral patterns that work as blockages, survival, protection, and defense mechanisms. These blockages have physical, emotional, mental, and or spiritual imbalances and disharmony in you as a result. Then it's important to find the cause of this imbalance and disharmony so that you begin to see whereby the obstructing convinces, or rather illusions, although very true for you, arose. You can then check in an aware way whether this obstructing belief still fits you well, where it still serves you, and if you want to hold on to it any longer. As a result of clear understanding, the illusion in you dissolves automatically. Fearful emotions. Perhaps you do not realize that because of certain habits and thoughts, your life energy withdraws itself. If you look at yourself in an aware way, when you do not feel happy in yourself, you can track back the feeling to its source. You might, for example, do not know why you feel anxious until you find one day that a certain thought from your subconscious caused that you always felt that fear. You can feel in yourself at what time you are in small thinking. You feel a curtailment of your energy field. This is not right nor wrong. It is what it is and helps you identifying from which paradigm you perceive your world. Small thinking is based on time, space, separation, disability, gender, and illusions. In short, duality. You recognize small thinking in yourself by constantly thinking in yourself what you must do, how far you have to travel in order to do that, which people are involved, what limitations you may encounter, social issues, and many other illusions. This way of thinking reduces your life energy and prevents you to be able to observe the impressive reality that lies just beyond your limited perceptions. By consciously acknowledge and recognize the emotions that arise from small thinking, you can learn to let that kind of thinking go. At first, you do not realize that you are thinking on a time-bound, little, fear-based way. However, you are well aware when you are nervous, anxious, depressed, angry, or sad. These emotions are your keys from the source. Don't ask yourself who or what is causing these feelings, but check in yourself which thought produces a specific emotion and or feeling. Look inside yourself to your own way of thinking to find the source of your emotions instead of the illusions of the world around you. You are invited to step fully in your drama, your story, to the very roots of it. What message lies in it for you? The embracing of everything that lives in you, all the beautiful and less beautiful, makes you free of inner conflicts and leads to liberation of your sexual life force energy and joy. No longer is your life force energy and natural being joyful, swallowed due to inner struggle, because you no longer experience inner battle. You neither meet any longer outward battle outside of you. So again, that doesn't mean that you doesn't meet people anymore that are not aware, that are projecting onto you. Because the more clear you are, the more people will project onto you. And that's not easy. As by nature you are okay then, by which I do not mean that you no longer feel deep soul pain and soul indignation with everything that is taking place around you. In your inner or outer world, you will not fight it anymore. You no longer create stories in your head from the illusionary layers of what occurs. You take the reality as it is, without a story. The reality is as it is. From my perception, you choose for this earthly life to become aware that you have experienced all the workings of duality and are allowed to embrace them. There's no difference in the sense of value judgment in right and wrong, power and powerlessness, light and dark, love and fear. In you, everything is allowed to be. Once you let go of all the value judgment, you also let go of the separation in yourself, and thus the separation from the other, from the bigger whole. You are now allowed to make an aware and powerful decision to lovingly embrace all your drama, all the illusionary layers. Let your drama be what it is, in the sense that you do not have to give energy to it. When you see through deeply how the illusionary false layers are created around you, you can right at once go through them, which doesn't mean that you no longer receive triggers from the illusionary layers, but you do not need to do anything with them anymore. You just don't need to find them. Where in yourself you still have inner conviction, you automatically attract this into your life. Observe what comes into your life, into your reality. And if it lies in a struggle in the form of tension, stress, or choice, then experience them. Embrace yourself with love, with everything that is in you, with what is real. Experiencing this reality without fighting it will naturally bring you to unconditional love for yourself, so that you will be more and more in contact with your powerful, unique, independent essence, your divine self, your source. You will see through that the essence of liberation is embracing the obstacles on your life path. This frees your space and attention of your divine self. From here, you can freely be a source power. Read another article. It's a more short one, which I wrote back in 2010 in Dutch also, and translated it later into English. So you can read them also. I will put a link below this video in the description. The New Earth. The New Earth, a living together where you can completely be yourself, where wise woman and man live together in freedom and harmony with each other, beyond the female-male gap and all its entanglements and masks. A place where heaven fertilizes the earth, by which new creative life comes into existence every moment again. This is the power and essence of sexuality. The essence of sexual energy will increasingly come back into our memories. We go more and more feel through the essence of energetic sexuality, also known as suprasex. No, not super sex. If mankind integrates this being aware, then all the confusion and entanglement is left behind, dissolved. When you are ready to embed the transition of the co-create and when you are ready to embed the transition and co-create a new earth, then please read further on my websites and other platforms, or listen to a recording I had a few weeks ago. I will put the link in the description below also. So, what you can feel in yourself is that the new earth is not another place, not another universe. It's here. It is this planet, this Mother Earth. And when we work through all the layers of deception and illusions, the new earth is here for us. And we are living the new earth. I am living the new earth. You can live the new earth also. Do I have and experience connections in my new earth reality? No, I don't. in the here and now reality, there is no connection. But now I am not looking outside myself anymore because I am aware the new earth is experienced onto this plane, this Mother Earth plane, not everywhere else on another plane or planet in another universe. Thank you for listening to this recording, and I will put all the links below this video. Until next time.